the least noticed of which is depression. I mean, you've seen the recent events, and it's so sad, it kills me. 1 of every 4 people you will interact with in San Francisco is clinically depressed. They're not talking about it, right? But they're clinically, and these are the people that actually found it in their heart and found the resources to go and get diagnosed to the point that they're actually clinically diagnosed depressed. There are so many that are unhappy, and we're all sucking it in and saying, well, I'm fine, right? You know the typical answer is like, how are you today? And you go like, I'm just fine, right? I actually pause. When someone asks me, how are you today? I say, let me think about it. I actually feel quite calm, a bit, worried about the conversation, and a little bit sleep deprived. That kind of awareness is a call for me to actually understand how I feel, right? The problem is the following. 1 in every 4 is clinically depressed. Teen suicide is at an all-time high. Suicide in general is at an all-time high. And we're not even addressing the problem, right? Our planet's resources are depleted. They're more and more depleted, and we're not even addressing the problem.
You wrote in your book our tendency to be driven towards negativity, to have negative thoughts be the ones, they're
60 to 70%.
And then 62% of all words related to emotion are negative. And then the way that you just described culture and civilization, there's a plateau you write about as well that I think is important to highlight. There's so many people depressed, suicide. There's a plateau of income that you earn per year. About 70,000 or so is this plateau, because then you can buy all the necessities you need: shelter, food, water, education, healthcare. And then after that, it's a $70,000. Plateau is happiness. The thought about, for example, like Anthony Bourdain, something that I read that I really wanted to share that I thought was really important was, it's not about what you live, but it's about how you live it. And that really resonates, because if we just choose that all these experiences that we live, how we live these experiences is with a love of the present moment and a love of just life, then it changes a lot of the way that we live and a lot of the way that other people live.